has passed. Taehyungff could now speak much more clearly. The hesitation in his words was almost gone, and he had started talking normally with you. You finally felt a little more at peace. Slowly life was returning to normal. That morning, he was rushing in the kitchen, preparing breakfast. Today was a busy day. Several surgeries were lined up, and the pressure was already building. Meanwhile, Taehyungff and Minnie were playing in the living room. Taehyungff had developed a strange habit. He could not stay away from the TV. It was as if the screen had become his world, but ironically, that was how he had learned to speak more clearly. You didn't complain too much, at least. It helped him learn faster. You finished setting the dishes on the dining table. "Wine, they come out," you called out. Taehyungff and Minnie ran toward the table. When he saw all the food, his eyes widened. You had cooked several dishes today, after all. Now that Taehyungff was healthy again, you wanted to make something special. "Taehyungff, so much food," he said excitedly. You smiled. "Wine, yes, now sit and eat quietly." Taehyungff took the first bite and looked at you with a grin. "Taehyungff, it's really tasty." You could not help but smile at his reaction. You picked up the packet of cat food to pour it into Minnie's bowl, but paused. Minnie looked noticeably fatter. "Wine, wait a second," you frowned. "Why do you look so chubby lately? I feed you the same amount every day." They froze for a second. He knew exactly why. Flashback, 11 a.m. "Taehyungff, here you go, eat up, Minnie. You look so cute when you eat," he said cheerfully. Minnie mewed softly, nibbling away. When she finished, she licked Taehyungg's fingers, making him laugh. 12:30 p.m. Minnie followed Taehyungff again, mewing near the kitchen. "Taehyungff, you're hungry again?" Minnie, mew mew. "Taehyungff, all right, I will get you some food," he sighed, smiling. 4 p.m. Taehyungff was having snacks. Minnie sat by his leg, staring. "Taehyungff, you want some too?" Minnie nodded, or at least looked like she did. Taehyungff held a small piece near her mouth, and she gobbled it down instantly. End of flashback. You stared at Minnie suspiciously. "Wine, you, young lady, need to start exercising." Minnie blinked and turned toward Taehyungff. He didn't know how to react. He just laughed nervously. At the hospital, you and Sophia had just finished a few surgeries and were now checking on your patients, accompanied by several nurses. Sophia had been unusually quiet since morning, as if something was bothering her, you noticed. You glanced over. "Wine, you have been wanting to say something all morning. What is it?" Sophia hesitated, biting her lips. "Sophia, can you take me to your house once?" You blinked in surprise. "Fine, all right, fine." "Sophia, really?" she asked softly. "There won't be any problem, right?" You sighed. "Wine, I can't promise that, but I know exactly why you want to go. I will take you, but if Taehyungff doesn't want to talk, you can't force him." Sophia nodded quickly. "Sophia, I promise I won't do anything." "Wine, okay, you said. We will go after our shift ends." Meanwhile, Taehyungff sat in the living room, tossing a small ball in his hands. Minnie wasn't coming to him anymore. For the past few hours, she had been avoiding him completely. "Taehyungff, Minnie, what's wrong? Come on, let's play," he said softly. He rolled the ball toward her, but she didn't even move. Confused, they walked closer and gently picked her up. Taehyung, hey, are you mad at me? He whispered, running his fingers through her fur and touching her little head affectionately. Minnie spoke flashback. You frowned, standing over Minnie. Wine, you have gotten so fat. From now on, you will have to exercise every day. The next morning, you took Minnie out for jogging. Minnie could barely run, but you gently tucked her alone. Wine, no stopping, okay? You need this, you said. By the time both came home, Minnie was exhausted. She spotted her food bowl and ran toward it, only to find a tiny portion waiting for her, mostly water. You smiled gently. Wine, no more overeating, baby. From now on, only healthy meals. You patted Minnie's head and walked away. End of flashback. Minnie slipped out of his arms and walked off without looking back. Taehyung frowned. Taehyung, what's going on with you? He sighed, slammed onto the couch and grabbed the remote. Maybe a little TV would help clear his mind. Within seconds, his favorite drama filled the screen and he got lost in it, eyes glued, completely unaware of the world around him. Later that evening, you and Sophia arrived at your apartment. Everything inside was neatly arranged, spotless, calm, and quiet. You frowned. Why, that's strange. I'm home and no one's even came through the door. Sophia chuckled. Sophia, because someone's too busy watching TV. You both stepped inside. Taehyung sat cross-legged on the couch, eyes fixed on the screen, so focused he didn't even notice them. You smiled. Why? Tae, look who is here. He turned and froze. A girl he had never seen before was standing in front of him, smiling softly. His eyes widened, fear flickered across his face. Sophia laughed lightly and walked toward him with a friendly way. Sophia, hey, it's okay, I just want to meet you, she said warmly, sitting down beside him, but his eyes filled with panic. He jumped up, ran to you and hid behind your arm. Sophia blinked in confusion. Sophia, wait, what did I do? I am not going to hurt you. I just came to be your friend. Taehyung shook his head firmly. Taehyung, no, you can't be my friend. You could not help but smile at the situation. You placed a hand on Sophia's shoulder. Wine, don't worry, Sophia. He just gets scared of new people. Give him a little time. He will warm up soon. A few hours later, dinner was finally over. The table was quiet, filled only with the soft clinking of cutlery and the occasional hum of the television from the living room. Sophia had tried everything, jokes, little stories, even offering Taehyung dessert, but nothing worked. He would not look at her, would not talk, would not even smile. Sophia's forced smile, her eyes dim with disappointment. When it was time for her to leave, Sophia stood by the door, holding her back, looking one last time at Taehyung, who sat silently on the couch, pretending to watch TV. You walk over to her, whine, Sophia, don't feel bad. You said softly, Tae's been through a lot. He just needs time. Sophia nodded, forcing a smile. Sophia, I know, I just wanted to help. You gave her a gentle hug. Wine, you already did, you tried, and that matters. Sophia, yeah, maybe one day he will talk to me. You smiled faintly. Wine, he will when he's ready. Sophia looked back once more before leaving. The door clicked shut behind you, leaving the house wrapped in soft silence once again. Taehyungff. He was still sitting there, expression unreadable, the light from the TV flickering across his face. Something in his eyes looked distant, like he was watching something far away, something only he could see. The next morning, it was your day off. For the first time in weeks, you were sleeping peacefully. Your body finally relaxed, but your rest didn't last long. In your dreams, you heard someone calling your name softly. Half asleep, you frowned and turned. Luffy, your eyes fluttered open. Taehyungff was standing beside your bed, smiling, but there was something different about him today. The way he stood, the way he looked, even his clothes were different. Taehyungff finally awoke Luffy. He said, you blinked, confused. What was that tone? Why is he talking like that? Before you could ask, Taehyungff gently pulled you up from the bed. Minnie, sitting nearby, was watching curiously, her tail flicking playfully. Taehyungff, I made breakfast, he announced proudly. Go, freshen up and come downstairs. You could only stare for a moment before heading to the washroom. A few minutes later, you rose. Taehyungff and Minnie were sitting at the table, waiting for you. The table was neatly set, the plates perfectly aligned, a small flower vase in the center. As soon as you appeared, Taehyungff rushed to your chair, pulling it out for you like a gentleman. Your eyes widened in disbelief. He lifted the lids from the dishes one by one, perfectly cut pieces of bread, arranged with butter, cheese, and eggs. A jug of freshly made fruit juice stood beside you. Wine. You made this? You asked softly. His cheeks turned pink. Taehyungff, I tried, taste it and tell me if it's good. You took a bite. For a moment you didn't speak. Taehyungff grew nervous. Taehyungff, Luffy, you finally smiled. Wine, it's delicious. He let out a loud mew, demanding her share. Taehyungff immediately poured food into her bowl. You watched silently, your thoughts drifting. He's changing, remembering things maybe. But if he remembers, why hasn't he said anything yet? After breakfast, Taehyungff began cleaning the dishes. You leaned on the counter, staring at him, the way he moved calm and quiet. Maybe this is what he would be like if he were completely normal. Later that day, you both sat together on the couch. Taehyungff had chosen a romantic drama. You hadn't watched TV in a long time, so you sat beside him curious. The story pulled you in. Soft music, stolen glances, whispered love. Wasn't watching the show, he was watching you. You didn't notice, not until he spoke again, voice deep and soft. Taehyungff, Luffy. You turned and found him suddenly so close that the air between you disappeared. Your breath caught. The world around you seemed to stop. His hand raised up slowly, trembling a little, brushing your cheek. Your heartbeat thundered in your ears. Your eyes fluttered shut without realizing. Then his lips touched yours. For a second it felt unreal. Only the sound of two racing heartbeats filled the silence, while the TV kept playing in the background. When you feel the faint bite on your lips, reality snapped back. You pushed him away sharply, eyes wide. Why, Tae, what are you doing? Are you out of your mind? He looked confused, hurt, young, but we're a couple, look like them on TV. You took a deep breath, trying to control your voice. Why, we're not like them. Just because we live together doesn't mean we're a couple. A couple is when two people love each other. Yeah, I do love you, Luffy. He said softly. You froze for a moment, your heartbeat quickening again, but you forced yourself to stay calm. Wine, go to bed, Tay. It's late. His shoulders stopped. He turned and walked to his room silently. You sit alone for a long while, your chest heavy. He's just a child inside, mimicking what he says. I should not have shouted. It's not his fault. On the other side, Jean kept calling Taeyang again and again, but there was still no answer. Namjoon, what's going on? It's been days and they still hasn't picked up the phone. Call the manager. Jean, I already tried calling the manager, but he never answers either. Jungkook, how many days has it been since we last talked to him? This never happened before. No matter how busy he was, he always found time to call. Jimin, I hope nothing bad happened to him. Suga, try calling the manager again. Jean dialed the manager once more. After several rings, the manager finally picked up. Jean, you finally answering after all this time. We have been trying to reach you for days. Manager, we have been really busy. A few new schedules have started and there is hardly been any time to talk. Namjoon took the phone from Jean's hand. Namjoon, can I talk to Tae now? Why can't we reach him on his personal number? Manager, his phone's with me. He is caught up with some new brand's ambassadors deals and doesn't have any free time at all. Jaco, please just let him talk to us for a moment. Manager, alright, I will try. The manager hung up. Jacob, they needed to practice a few dance moves for the new album, but we can't even reach him. Namjoon, something feels really strange. Backbeat hasn't returned from the Paris yet. The manager's avoiding us and now they are completely unreachable. Jimin, I just hope nothing is being kept secret from us. You was laying on your bed when suddenly you heard a loud scream. It was they. Startled, you jumped up and ran straight to the living room. When you got there, you saw They holding his head, shouting in pain while a TV song played loudly on the TV. You rushed to him immediately. Why? What happened? There, my head, it hurts so bad. You quickly turned off the TV and tried to calm him down. There, I think I have seen this before. Something's flashing in front of my eyes. Why? Relax, calm down. Take deep breath. He groaned and tossed his head, struggling with the pain for a while. You held him gently and tried your best to soothe him. After some time, the pain subsided. You took him to his room, helped him lay down, and soon his eyes slowly closed. He fell asleep. Minnie stood silently on the bed, watching everything unfold. You immediately called Sophia. Sophia, why are you calling so late at night? Why, I don't have time to sleep right now. Sophia, but I do, she groaned. Why, Tian is starting to remember things from his past. The moment you said that, Sophia froze. Sophia, remembering? What do you mean? Yes, out of nowhere. When the K-pop song came on TV, he started screaming in pain. He said he saw flashes, maybe pieces of his memory. I think it won't be long before he remembers everything. Sophia went silent for a moment, then said something that made you completely speechless. Yeah, well, you know what that means, right? If he remembers everything from his past, he will forget his present. You didn't answer. Sophia's voice grew sharper. Sophia, why are you listening? Why, yes, I know. Yeah, once he is fully recovered, it's better. He goes back to his country, to his family. When, yes, they are all waiting for him. Sophia, alright then, I am really sleepy. Keep me updated, okay? When, sure, go to sleep. You hang up. You looked at him, fast asleep, breathing softly. His face calm again. You sit down beside him quietly. His face looked so peaceful, so beautiful under the dim light. Wine whispered, now I understand why you are called the most handsome man in the world. It's not just your face, it's your soul, your personality. That's what makes everyone fall for you. You stayed there for a while, your heart heavy. You knew you could not hold him back. You had no right to. After a few quiet moments, you stood up and left the room slowly, your eyes glistening. Hi cuties, you all just watch my videos like little ninjas. So quiet, no like, no comment, no subscribe. Poof, gone. Do you know how long it takes me to make each part? I spend hours thinking, writing and editing so it feels just perfect. But when everyone stays silent, my tiny heart goes ouch. So pretty, please drop a little like, leave a sweet comment or hit that sub button. Your one tiny click makes me the happiest pin ever.